Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Knight here, and today I'm coming back at you again with another Fortnite video, and we are taking a return back to cosmetics. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, but honestly, I forgot how much I enjoy them. Okay, what can I say? I love a good Fortnite skin. So today, I'm coming at you with a second top 10 best cosmetic combos. I've done one of these videos in the past during, like, I think season 8, so it's been a good while. But I really enjoy making these. I love doing combos. I've been making so many of them. I have so many presets in my locker. So this is going to be a lot of fun, everyone. So let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, so for our first combo here, we are actually going to be taking a look at Oblivion, and we're going to be using her secondary gold style, which came out in Season 4. I really like this. I like her original style, but honestly, I think this one's better. I think it just adds a little bit of something to the skin. So anyways, and then for the backbling, we are going for the Dark Knight movie cloak. And this one's really cool. The gold on like the batarang bit of it really matches well with this skin. And the cape just looks awesome. And then for the pickaxe, we're going for Golden King. I would actually say it's pretty underrated as far as gold pickaxes go. I'm a really big fan of this, and I think it's just clean and sharp. And then for the glider, it was a pretty obvious one. We're going with Classify, which also came out in the Season 2 of Chapter 2. And then next we're going for the Saplight Contrail, which I don't typically use very often, but I found it's actually a very good contrail for gold skins. So if you're ever looking for anything for other gold skins, maybe not just this is a really good option, at least in my opinion. And then for the wrap, we're actually going for Carbon and Gold. I was originally going to go for the wrap known as Greed, but honestly, I think this one's better just because like the carbon really lines up with like the black she has on her. So it's really nice, and overall, I think this is a good combo, and she is our first one. Alright guys, so for our next combo, we are actually going back to Ember once again. I know I showed a very similar thing to this in my last video, but I gave her quite a bit of an update. So, of course, we're going with her Night style. Really cool. I like the blue flame effect she has. And same thing with the back bling. Sticking with it, the Valkyrie wings. I really think it looks really good on her. The white effect matches her hair, and the light blue looks very nice. But this is where a big change comes in. This is the Spectral Scythe. This thing actually looks amazing with her. It almost looks perfect with her because of that blue effect. It goes perfectly with that fire effect she has on her hands. And when she holds it, it actually almost looks like it was made for her. It's actually, like, look at that. It just looks phenomenal. And then for the glider, we're just going to keep it simple. We're going with holographic from the Season 9. Well, it's actually not from the Battle Pass, but it is in Season 9. And then for the contrail, we're just going to, again, keep it simple. This is Runic from the Season 5 Battle Pass. I think it looks nice. You know, blue matches with her, and also kind of matches her theme. And then for the wrap, we're actually going with Tench. I just think it matches, you know, light blue, a little bit of silver. It all just pairs nicely together. So this is Ember. Alright, so for our third combo on the list, this is actually going to be one of my personal favorite female skins in the game. This is Thorn. Such an underrated skin in my personal opinion. And we are going for her purple style. To me, this is easily the better of the two styles. It just looks so cool. And actually, her mask, I would say, kind of reminds me of Majora's Mask for any Legend of Zelda fans out there. Anyways, and then for the back bling, I literally don't think you could find a better back bling than this. This is the Dread Shroud. The purple matches perfectly, and then you have those like spikes on the top, which she already has like kind of spikes on her shoulder, so then that just kind of like adds on to it. It looks perfect. And then for the pickaxe, we're going with the Ultra Scythe, which it's an item shop pickaxe, but it's technically part of the same set as the what's it called, Blacklight, which is part of the Final Reckoning set. Really cool pickaxe. I personally am a big fan of it. And this is her holding it. I actually think it looks really nice with her. And again, it's kind of like spiky and sharp. So, you know, it's pretty good. And it's cheap. It's only uncommon. And then for the glider, we are going with the Storm Sail umbrella, which is a free umbrella during Fortnite 2019 from being the Storm King challenges. I think it's actually really nice, and it goes good. You know, just keeping it simple, making things purple. And then for the contrail, again, kind of a simple choice. This is Lightning Strike from the Season 9 Battle Pass. I actually really like this, and you're probably going to be seeing this more and more on these lists. You know, purple on purple looks good. And then for the wrap, we are going with Midas's Shadow. This, I think, was one of the best free wraps ever received by Epic. This is just so good, especially with Love Thorn. It just looks really nice. The purple on purple again looks really good. So anyways, this is Love Thorn. Alright guys, so if any of you know me, I'm a big fan of the small YouTuber known as Big John's Gaming. He has like 21k subs. And if you watch him too, then you'll know exactly what this is. This is my legendary Carbide combo. He himself used it and shouted me out in one of his own videos. So that, in my opinion, makes this really extra cool for me. But anyways, so this is Carbide with his max style with the green lights. I actually think it's definitely the best style of Carbide because blue and green is just one of my favorite color schemes. And for the back bling, this is Game Plan, which goes with the Eternal Voyager. It's really nice. I don't think it looks the absolute best, but as far as most backblings go, I think this is a pretty good choice. And then for the pickaxe, this is easily the best part of this combo. The mech axe, blue and green, and it literally looks. There's no better pickaxe in the game to go with Carbide, and there's no better skin in the game to go with this pickaxe. It's just phenomenal. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you in the locker because the point out emote doesn't show styles, but trust me, if you have this, use it. It is awesome. And then for the glider, this is also from the Eternal Voyager set. This is the Pixel Pilot. Just keep things simple. It's green. It's nice. And then for the contrail, you'll actually have this if you have Carbide most likely. This is Retro Sci-Fi from the Season 4 Battle Pass. Simple, but green contrail. Looks good. And then for the wrap, we're going with Ripley. I actually had quite a bit of trouble finding a wrap that kind of matches the blue of Carbide. But I think this is a pretty solid option. You can probably go with something different, or maybe go with something that goes with the green parts of him. So, but anyways, yeah. This, I think, it all looks really cool. And I think Carbide is, again, another very underrated skin and underappreciated Tier 1 skin. So anyways, this is Carbide. Alright, so next up on the list, we have Ragnarok. Now, typically, I don't actually run this skin all too often, but I would say I actually don't run him enough. He is a really, really sick Tier 100 skin. Easily the best thing that came out of that Season 5 original Battle Pass. So, for the backbling, we're actually going with the Frozen Iron Cage. I think this actually works with him really well because, he himself is almost kind of like a Frozen skin. He has, a lot of that blue, and he's known as the Cold Harbinger of Fate, so a little bit of ice theme there. And then the spikes and the silver and the metal. I think it really looks actually pretty solid with him. And then for the pickaxe, we're actually going with the Leviathan Axe, which is a gaming series pickaxe. It's supposed to go with Kratos, but once you see the built-in emote for it with Ragnarok, it actually looks really sick with him. For the glider, again, we're keeping things simple. We're going to go with holographic again. It just goes perfectly with pretty much any light blue type skin. For the contrail, we're going with ice crystals. Pretty basic but simple contrail. You could go with something different though if you want. Maybe runic is not too bad of an option. And here is the freezing burst built-in emote part of the pickaxe, and it just looks awesome. Like, this honestly almost looks like it was made for Ragnarok had it not already been part of God of War and stuff. It just, he's a Viking and he has a Viking axe that turns to frost. I mean, it just looks sick. And then for the wrap, we're going with the Indigo Ice. I actually like this because it's almost kind of like he has like an ice touch. So, anyways, yeah, I really like this. So this is Ragnarok. Alright, so you guys have already mentioned the YouTuber known as Big John's Gaming before. I'm actually a really big fan of his. So, in honor of him, I'm going with an Eternal Voyager combo. So, obviously, we got the Eternal Voyager here. We're going with his red overtime style. I think the style looks really nice. Red, black, and gold looks really cool. And then for the backbling, we're going with the Sith Trooper Blaster. Again, I think this is just a really awesome backbling. You're going to see me use this a lot in this video and also more videos later to come. I think it just looks good. It's a sci-fi character with a sci-fi backbling and, black, red. It just looks good. And then for the pickaxe, this is the Bionic Synapse. Can't talk. Yeah, this is really good. Matches his color scheme perfectly. Red, black, and gold. It just looks so good with him, in my opinion. I actually think it looks good with a lot of different skins. You wouldn't think it would, but I personally believe that it does. And then this is the Paper Parasol, which is a little bit of a flex and a little bit of a rare umbrella. Came in the original Season 3. But I think this is really good, because, again, red and gold looks good with him. And for the contrail, we're just going to go with target acquire, just a good, clean red contrail. Big fan of it. And then for the wrap, we are actually going with Ultra Red, which is another simple wrap, but again, I'm a big fan of it. Shiny red, goes with just about any red skin in the game, at least in my opinion. So this is the Eternal Voyager. Alright, so for the next combo, we are doing Skull Ranger, which again, she was in our last video, but I gave her a much needed update. So here we are going with a lot of the Shadow series, because that's like the main premise of this one, is just using basically a lot of the Shadow series stuff and then replacing the skin with Skull Ranger, along with a couple other things. But we are going with my personal favorite of the Shadow series backblings, the Shadowbird wings. I just think it looks good, black and white on black and white, looks really nice. And for the pickaxe, the Stark Splitter. Again, just a really big fan of this. I think it looks really good with both Skull Ranger and Skull Trooper, but in this case I decided to just go with her. And then for the umbrella, we're going with the Webrella from Season 6. It fits her nicely. I think it fits both of them really nicely. Black and white, again, just clean. For the contrail, I was going to keep things simple with Spectral Essence. I couldn't really find much else I could go with her, so we're just going to keep it simple. And then for the wrap, we are going with Shadow Angular Shift, a really cool looking black and white wrap. To me, I don't think there's really many better black and white wraps. In fact, I don't think there is a better black and white wrap, but that's just my opinion. You could go with something else, maybe the 8-ball for Scratch wrap, or maybe some of the other Shadow wraps in the game, or even the Bone wrap that came out in the Bone Skull Trooper bundle that came out. It had like 4 different skeleton theme skins. I don't know. But anyways, this is my personal favorite combo to make with her, so this is Skull Ranger. Alright, so for the next one, we are going with the red version of Ultima Knight. I am a big fan of this skin. Easily one of my favorite tier 100s in my opinion. And this style, it just looks insane. Not quite my favorite style of him. I prefer the silver one, but this is a very close one. All the styles of him are just phenomenal. So for the backbling, again, we're going with the Sith Trooper Blaster. I just think it looks so good on him. The black and red on black and red, just looks perfect. For the pickaxe, we're going with the Beast Fang, and I'm actually going with the Battle Axe style of it. I just think it just looks so cool to be going as Ultima Knight using a Battle Axe that matches his colors. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you in the locker because it's single-handed, but it's a really, really cool pickaxe. And then for the glider, we are again going with a Star Wars item. This is the High Whisper, which is actually a free glider from Chapter 2 Season 1. You just had to be attending the Star Wars event, which admittedly wasn't that great of an event, but it was really cool to have this glider. And so for the contrail, we're actually going with Night Flight, which came with the Eternal Night, which is technically a different set, so therefore it is legal. And then for the wrap, we are actually going with a recent wrap that's part of this season's Battle Pass, Vengeful Shadow. I think this one actually looks really good on him, black and red, and again, on more black and red. It's a really nice looking wrap. So anyways, this is Ultima Knight. Alright, so next we have in my personal opinion, the best team leader skin in the game. This is the Metal Team Leader, it was a Save the World bundle. It was a little bit pricey, admittedly, as far as most bundles go, but I still think it's a really great skin. So for the backbling, we're actually going to be going with the Fusion Orb. I actually really like this because, for one, blue with kind of a little bit of blue she has on her, mainly in her eyes and a little bit of other parts. I think it looks good because it's almost like a power source, sort of. At least that's what it kind of looks like to me. So that's pretty cool. And for the pickaxe, we're actually going to be going with the Lynx pickaxe known as Scratch Mark. I'm using the blue style because, again, it just kind of matches her. I think it looks really cool because, like, the silver effects on her. And I think it just looks really nice, robotic, and a little bit of lightning effect on it. So it's a really cool pickaxe. And then for the glider, again, just gotta go with holographic. I think it matches her because, one, the blue, and also because she's a robot, and, makes sense that she would have something that looks like this. And then for the contrail, we're going with lightning from the Season 4 Battle Pass, I believe. The original Season 4 Battle Pass. Looks really nice, looks pretty clean with her. And then for the wrap, we are actually going with the Industrious wrap. It's, it's a lot of silver, but I actually think this one looks really nice with her. You just have to see it in game to really realize it. But yeah, so I'm a really big fan of this combo. The items don't seem like they would go good with together, but once you see it all in game, it looks better. So anyways, this is the Metal Team Leader. Alright guys, and finally, to finish off our list, we are saving the best for last. This is my favorite skin in the game, the Molten Hound. You know, I love this dude. He's just awesome. So for the backbling, we're actually going to be going with Dragon Crest, which is Ultima Knight's backbling. I'm using the black style. I just think it looks perfect with him. Even though he is orange, it's like an orangish reddish color, and the red on this, especially in the eye kind of sections of it, it just looks great. And then for the pickaxe, we're going with Big Bad Axe, which not only matches in terms of the color scheme, but on top of that, it also has a wolf on it. So it literally looks like it belongs to him, and he looks like he's about to execute someone with it. I mean, just look at this. It just looks phenomenal. And then for the glider, we are going with the Ghost Glider, which is obviously part of the Ghost Rider set. This thing, you can probably use this with any Molten skin, but I think it looks the best with the Molten Hound because of the dark silvery color. You cannot find a better glider to go with him. It looks phenomenal. And then for the control, we're keeping it simple. We're going with lava. You can also go with flames if you wanted to, but I think this one is a little bit better, and also it's not quite as like blurry and flashy on your screen. So, and then for the wrap, we're again going with another lava wrap. This actually isn't part of his set. This doesn't have a set. This is the Molten Angular Shift. Pretty obvious choice, but I'm a big fan of it. You can also go with magma if you have it, but personally I prefer this. So anyways guys, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and what are some of your favorite combos that you personally like to use? Leave them in the comment section below. So anyways, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.